Have you ever felt guilty for having cancer? If so, you are not alone. Many people live with that feeling in silence, thinking they did something wrong or that they have become a burden to others. I am Anna, counselor and cancer survivor, offering emotional support while you follow your medical team. First, let's understand what guilty really is. Guilty is an emotion that appears when we believe we did something wrong, that we failed, or that we are responsible for something negative. And of course, when we get sick, that feeling can show up, even if we never looked for it. We don't understand what's happening. We don't know why, and guilt appears. Like every emotion, guilt can be understood, processed, released, and overcome. There are many reasons why you might feel guilty for having cancer. Maybe you will recognize yourself in some of these. For feeling like a burden to your family, for the financial weight, because you see sadness in the eyes of those you love, because you can't work or do what you used to do. Maybe you think you neglect your body, or you feel you have disappointed someone, or even yourself. Is any of these resonate with you? Write them down. Look at it calmly. It's essential to identify your reasons, because once they are identified, you can start to process and help them. Sometimes what we feel is not necessarily true. We might magnify it or see it through our own filters. But that doesn't mean it's what others see. Maybe you think you are affecting your family. Yes, on some level that's true. But perhaps they don't see it that way. They might feel love, commitment, and deep connection toward you. Even though it sounds strange, someone close to you might also feel guilty for your illness. You might think, how could that be? Well, each person sees things through their own lenses. No two perceptions are ever the same, at least 100%. I don't mean that this happens in every family. But it helps to remember that we often project our reality through our emotions and feelings, more than through what others truly perceive. Recognizing guilt is not easy, I know. But when you identify it and reflect on it, something changes. You gain mental clarity. You release emotional tension. From that place, you can start to rise above it. Talk with your family, even if it's just one person. Sometimes we avoid it to keep others from feeling sad, but those conversations can be deeply healing. It's like everyone knows there is a heavy silence in the room, but no one dares to speak. When someone finally does, everyone releases the weight. It can also help you connect with your guilt on your own. Take a few hours, find a private place, maybe outdoors, where you can give that emotion freedom to let it go. Doing in nature often helps. Don't just take my word for it. Try it. When you have met your guilt, felt it, processed it, and let it go, what calmness is forgiveness. Let me pause here. If you haven't been able to move through your guilt and it's hurting you, ask yourself to stop. Stop. If it feels too heavy, please seek professional help. Now, if you have managed to work through it, forgiveness is another journey, a more profound inner understanding. Sometimes it's easier to forgive others than to forgive yourself. Only you can decide to forgive yourself, even when others don't. That power is within you. Knowing what to do doesn't mean you always do it as expected. And that's it perfect. Inner work takes consistency. You move one step forward, two steps back, and then forward again. It doesn't happen overnight. I am telling you this not to discourage you, but so you understand that this is what usually happens. And if guilt feels too heavy or forgiveness feels out of reach, don't hesitate to seek therapeutic support. That too is part of the healing. Wherever you can accept or forgive, let it happen when you are ready. And what you can't control, learn to accept it. Learn not to let it hurt you. Everything takes time. Each person has their own rhythm. If you force it, it won't flow. If you are ready to move forward, to let it go, to take care of yourself, maybe those around you won't keep the same pace. Sometimes, without meaning to, they might pull you back. Be aware of that, so you can be patient. That doesn't mean giving up or letting yourself be dragged down. Perhaps you will be the one inspiring others instant. Your process can become an example and a source of motivation for the people around you. I know all of this sounds easier to say than to do. Overcoming guilt is an inner journey, like going to the gym. There will be days when you take 2 steps forward and others when you step back 1. And that is okay. What matters is returning to your determination and keeping on walking. Because every step you take toward your inner center, it is also a step to your healing. Remember, always you have the final word if your life is your decision. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need these words today. In the next video, I will talk about how cancer changing my identity. Take care of yourself, stay positive, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.